Good evening and welcome to Wellness Wednesday, a place where we like to just chat and chillax. That's what we're going to have tonight, guys. We're going to have a very relaxing Wellness Wednesday because I don't know about you, but I certainly need it. Uh, I've got this kitten. I've got this kitten that I've realised I've named wrong. I should have named him Damien, Demon, something like that. Guys, he's driving me nuts. I like to take short videos of him and put him up on my social media. So you may have seen him. His name is actually Oakley. And it's very much a case of, all right, you can play for a little while, but as soon as you start scratching my leg to pieces, then you go back in the kitchen, because the kitchen is his area where he's got everything he needs in there. He's got his little bed in there, he's got his litter tray, he's got his food and his water. So when I've had enough, yeah, go on, off you go, Oakley. So I've just shut him in there, because I just can't go live with him um next to me, because he's like, I never know what he's gonna do. He's like, it's a bit like living with a panther. Yeah, I forget he's around, and then all of a sudden he'll leap at me, and it's like, no, no, it's not good for the nerves, guys. It's not good for the nerves. How the hell are you all? Hi, Barley, lovely to see you. All right, so you put up your live. Okay. Oh, that's nice. I hope you're well. I really hope you're well, Barley. We've got Edna lurking in the shadows, as is Bridge 666. Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine me yelling for him? Like, when I do let him out, and calling out 666. I think the neighbours would think I've gone doolally. Hey, Random Fish, I hope you're well, darling. Nice to see you. So I thought tonight we're gonna chill. We're gonna chill, guys, because there's an awful lot going on, apart from my cats driving me nuts. Because we've also got the other cat. We mustn't forget Aska, who I think she's about 9 or 10. The only reason I don't know is because my daughter, I've told the story already, told me of a woman who was trying to get rid of a cat. Um, 5 years ago. And anyway, she jumped in quickly and said, "Oh, my mum is looking for another cat because she just lost her other one." So anyway, and the woman didn't seem to have a clue how old the cat was or anything. So I'm guessing I've had her about 5 years now. The woman said she was 4, so 5 and 4 is 9. Yeah, mama, it's 9. So anyway, we're not talking about that tonight. We've got something, oh Lord, all lined up for Drama Friday. It's Drama Friday. But tonight, honestly, guys, I just want to chill and chat with you guys. How are you all? Let me know what sort of week you've had. Um, and if anyone wants to come up, if the Edna or the Bridge wants to come up, you're certainly welcome. So let's put that down in here for you. Right. Okay, so I thought it'd be quite nice just to sit and watch someone do their makeup, because I like that. It's something that inspired me to first do YouTube. Not that I ever did come on and do my makeup, but just seeing somebody being their authentic self and turning themselves into something, you know, different, I guess. Yeah, it really inspired me. And I've spoken about this person before. She's actually a Hollywood actress. But what I really like about her is her authenticity. Um, I've watched her for years now, absolutely years, and I've been very lucky to have her on my channel twice. Um, and she's just genuinely a really lovely, lovely person. Now, for those of you that, how can I put it? Some people may think that anyone who is, successful or has been on the stage or has been on film or TV is a different kind of person. Let me tell you, they're not. They're really not. I've met several famous people, and they're they're normal. I mean, it's weird because I never ever get stage struck. Like you get some people who, if they see someone famous, they're like, "Oh my god, they're really famous," and then they can't speak. I'm the reverse. I'm absolutely the reverse. And I don't know why I'm like that. I just am. And I think, what am I gonna say? Oh, let's get Bridge in. Hey, Bridge, darling, how are you, darling? You
Hey,
good?
decided to come up because Edna, where's Edna? I didn't see her. So I said, let me go ahead and decide. Let me go up there.
Oh, you're always welcome. But you better be around on Friday because oh my god,
You
we've
know
got a
what?
lot to say.
Okay, I will be. I'll be late. I'll be late though.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I was just talking about people's perceptions of other people that choose to have a career in the media,
Mhm.
and I've always found it a bit strange because I've never had that. I've never sort of been stage struck if I've met people who are on the television or whatever. I'm just myself.
I
Um,
haven't. Yeah, I haven't either. I said this before. I was telling somebody before, but because I'm in LA, but when I see like celebrities, I don't I don't recognize them half the time.
yeah, because they're always very different, aren't
Yeah.
they? Especially
Yes.
Especially if you're used to seeing them on a big screen or seeing them
Uh-huh.
on the TV, you don't really get to see, the true person, really. You get to
Mhm.
see somebody who's been airbrushed and painted and,
Yep. Yep.
looking their very best. You don't get to see if they're a bit portly or, if they've got bad skin or
Uh-huh.
how tall they are or how heavy they are. So, yeah, it's always quite an eye opener. So
Mhm.
I can't imagine you get stage struck, do you?
I don't. I don't. I've met quite a few celebrities because I used to do that. I told you I used to do that background acting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of people that I've met, but I've never been starstruck. Never.
No, no, I'm exactly the same. And I think when you meet somebody like that and you're not stage struck, I think that sort of they prefer that. Do you know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, I've, you know, God, I don't want to sit here and reel off all the people that I have actually met. That's good. Um, yeah, because people are gonna think, "Oh, she's just name dropping, she's just this, she's just that."
I'll
No,
name drop. I met Jane Fonda. I met Martin Sheen. I met Viola Davis. I met who else? I met a lot of people.
did you did you get to speak to them?
Yes, and you know what? The night, both of the two of the nicest celebrities I've met were Martin Sheen, and
Mhm.
that's when I was doing the background acting, and he actually introduced himself to each and every one of us. Like we're just regular people, we're in the background, but he made it a point to come up to us and introduce himself like, "Hi, I'm Martin. How are you? And what's your name?" And then Viola Davis too. I was actually in a scene with her, like up close, and she's like making small talk in between takes and stuff like that. Just really nice. I've never met a celebrity that is like mean.
Yeah, I know, and
Hmm.
I think, I mean, I've met a few in the green room,
Hmm.
um, who are really up themselves, and I'll always smile
Mhm.
and say hi, but if I don't get a positive feedback, then I don't bother. I
Yeah.
just blank them. I just think, oh, well, you're
Yeah.
just up your ass, you know.
But just
Uh,
just like because it was quite a couple of years ago where Ellen, everybody was talking about how mean Ellen was, and I was
yeah,
actually shocked because I met her girlfriend, and we're in the what is it called, where the hair and makeup, the
yeah.
trailer and stuff like that, and she comes over to me and is like, "Hi, I'm Portia." She was Ellen's girlfriend. She was nice as hell. I said, but I guess they're two opposites because she was nice, but Ellen is supposed to be mean, and you're not supposed to look her in the eye and all this stuff.
Oh, sod that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Bridge, I couldn't be asked with that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I remember going into the green room once, and there was a whole load of different people in there, and there was one woman in particular who's known over here. She's a black woman,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a cook, and she's known as being like really funny and fun, and I'm telling you, she's not like that. She had a real sort of, I don't know, chip on her shoulder, maybe.
Uh-huh.
You just know if you sort of walk in, and I mean, I'm not a famous person or anything like that, but well, they must know if you're in the green room, you haven't just wandered in off the streets. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You're there
Mm-hmm.
because you're there, and
Right.
and I sort of said, to her, "So how are you? Are you well?" And she was just so off, and I
Hmm.
thought, oh, just all this laughing. I mean, she's known for a manic laugh as well, and all this laughing that she does on the stage or on the TV is just fake because she's not that person.
But at the same time, because a lot of these celebrities, they think of themselves as introverts, and like I'm thinking for myself, like I had jobs in sales and retail sales for a long time, and like
Mhm.
when a customer comes in, I'm just like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like their best
Yeah,
friend because I'm trying to get this sale from them, so I'm
that's
their best
right.
friend. But after they leave, I'm just like, okay, let me go ahead and do my work and not talk to anybody. And like my coworkers would be like, oh, she's so fake. I hate her. She's so fake. Because like I'm putting it on for the customer. Like I'm on stage for the customer, but I'm not on stage for you.
Exactly, you're doing a job.
Yeah.
You're doing a job. But I mean, one of my favorite quotes is the Shakespeare one, "The world is a stage and all the people
Hmm.
merely players." And I always have lived by that mantra
Uh-huh.
because we were all born the same way,
Hmm.
coming out anyway, we don't need to go into details about that. But yeah, we were all born the same way. So whether you use your skills or your natural abilities and do well
Hmm.
with them, it doesn't mean that you're any better than anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just means that, you can portray somebody different. If you're an actor or an actress, you can portray somebody different um, in a successful way.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's quite interesting, really. I find musicians are normally friendlier.
Hmm.
I've met a few of those, and I was one for a time. So um, yeah, I find that they're normally, but then they're normally out of their heads anyway. So,
Well,
so
a lot of the actors are too. Like they
yeah,
can be weirdos.
I know. I tell you, I'm looking forward to the Alec Baldwin trial
Mm,
coming up.
mm,
Because yeah, I just got a feeling he's going to get away with it, but yeah, I don't know
yeah.
why I threw that into the conversation just then.
I've heard
So
I've heard that he's not really that nice either in
I've heard
person.
that as well.
Hmm.
I've heard that. Hi, squish squish. Yeah. So Edna, are you coming up, sweetness, or you don't fancy it today? I'll leave it up to you. Um, yeah, so I remember I met Jermaine Jackson once. He'd
Oh,
been in the
okay.
show. and I was there and got to sort of meet him and talk to him. And the only thing that I could say to him was, "I really loved your brother."
I bet he hated that. He
Yeah,
hated that.
I know. I can't help it though. I just can't help, being me. Oh dear. That's all right, Edna. I'll just put up with Bridge. She'll do. So, Bridge, I don't know how you're gonna like this woman. Do you know the one that I was talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did say that, honestly. Um, Random fish. That's just the way. That's what I mean about not being. It's funny because whenever I struggle with people being shy, and I think it's because I'm so not, that sometimes I find it hard to sort of understand it, and I'm like, well, what's the point in being shy? If you want to go and say hello to somebody, then just go and say hello. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going
No,
to stand back.
because I've been shy most of my life, but a lot of people mistake it for me being stuck up. And I'm just like, no, I'm
Oh.
just over here, just doing my thing by myself. Like, I don't have any problem talking to you if you want to come over and talk to me, but I'm not going to go over there and talk to you.
Oh my God, I'm not like that at all. God, take me in a room full of celebrities. I'll be chatting to all of them, and I have to be careful what I say. I met one. They're quite well known over here. What they called Vernon Kay, and his wife is called Tess Daly. Right now, I was at the backstage, and I'd already spoken to Vernon, and all of a sudden, as we're sort of standing there chatting in the corridor, along comes this little blonde woman who I didn't recognise to begin with, and then I realised it was his wife and Tess Daly, and I'm like, "Oh my God, aren't you tiny?" I can't help it. I've got a big mouth. I'll say it. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I suppose I can't smell." I said, "Oh, honestly, I didn't realize you were so small. It's lovely." Aren't
You
you
know who else?
pretty?
You know who else is really, really tiny is Jane Fonda. Like, she is tiny, tiny, skinny, skinny, mini. I didn't realize how small she was.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
something you just don't see. I mean, I wouldn't have known that, and yet I've
Yeah.
seen Jane Fonda,
Yeah.
in quite a few things, but that's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. I'm taking a sip of my coffee. Hang on. Oh. Anyway, so my mouth is playing up now. So Edna says people used to say that I was shy, but I'm just quiet until I get to know you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm not
That's
really
basically
like
how I am. That's how I am. Same with
I'm like
Rhoda.
the other way. I'm like the other way around. It's like the last time, was it the last one I did on TV? There's a comedian over here called Alan Carr. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you know him.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And anyway, so we'd got a quick break, so I rushed out to have a cigarette, of course.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden he appeared, and I don't know whether he was having a cigarette or not, and he was all flapping. So I said, "You all right?" And like as if I know him. Do you know what I mean? "You all right?" And he said, "I'm in a bit of a fluster because I don't think I can wear this suit. I put this suit on today, and there's certain things you can't wear on the television because of the lighting."
Mhm, mhm.
So I think, production had said something to him like, have you got another sort of attire, another suit you can wear? So he was really in a fluster. And I realized that he actually is exactly the same off the TV as he is on it, because that's how he is. That's his persona when
Uh-huh.
he's presenting TV. It's like, arms flapping and, "Oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?" And I'm just sat there having a fag. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, "Yeah, all right, Alan, sort yourself out." I said, "Actually, it looks all right to me." And he was like, "Oh, but I don't know. Maybe I need to go home and blood." Anyway, So yeah,
Mhm.
that was quite funny. Let's get back to random fish. She says, "Poor Jermaine. My mum met him at an airport, asked him to sign a Vogue magazine because people were around him. Then she asked him if he
Oh
was
gosh. Oh
eligible for
gosh.
baseball." Oh no! By the way, you and my mum, he may, yeah, he
Mhm.
probably has got a complex.
You
Well,
know
listen.
he's jealous of Mike all his life.
Oh, absolutely. Do you know what? I'd love
Mhm.
to have that conversation with people because I think, yeah, I think all those brothers put Michael through a hell of a lot that hasn't
Mhm.
been told yet. And that's one of the reasons I can't stand them. I
Uh,
just can't, I know what they did to that boy.
mhm.
And it's funny because there's a younger boy, isn't there, Randy, and
Mhm.
he's never spoken up. And he seems to have,
Mhm.
like, have disappeared, hasn't he? Or is he in the business? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up with Michael Jackson and,
Mhm.
because of my upbringing and everything, he was very important to me.
Mhm.
And yeah. But now when I look at, the things that he's gone through and seen some of the things that have been said about the type of lifestyle he had, I just felt so sorry for him, and I do believe that he definitely went through a lot at the hands of his brothers as well as his father, and the mum should have stood up for him. And anyway,
Well,
um,
she probably couldn't. Like all of them were in that, I guess, abusive household with the
yeah,
dad. You know.
yeah, it's sad because yes, he was so very talented, and he was
Mhm.
so much more talented than his brothers right
Mhm.
from the get-go. I mean, you could just
Mhm.
tell, and although they tried to line up Randy with him, Randy didn't have the same,
Yeah.
talent as
Yeah.
Michael had.
Yeah.
But that wasn't Michael's fault, you know? So that's why I was wondering whether Randy's still in the business. I think I'm right in saying, that he did sort of do something for a while, but it was more sort of, directing or, behind the
Mhm.
scenes or something. But the other ones, especially Jermaine, I think was definitely jealous of
Well,
Michael.
you know that Jermaine's son is playing Michael in this new, I guess, biopic that's going to be happening. Yeah.
Really?
And
What?
he sounds exactly like Michael when he sings. He has some stuff that's already out, and he sounds exactly like him.
Oh, really? That's
Hmm.
Jermaine's son. So
Yes.
is that in the film or is that the
Um,
theatre thing?
you know what? I don't. It's gonna. I think it's gonna be on TV. I think they're still
Okay.
working on it. Yeah, they're still working on it. But they put out a few things, and they put out a few pictures of him dressed up as Michael, and he looks like Michael.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Wow, I wasn't aware of that. You know, my daughter's just been to London to see the show, the
Uh-huh.
Michael Jackson Experience or something. I don't
Hmm.
know if I can go, um, because I'm just so much of a fan of his that
Uh-huh.
I just don't know whether I can accept a replica. Do you know what I mean? It sounds a bit
Yeah.
silly, but, that's how I feel.
Um,
But she went and she said, "Mum, you'd love it." She said,
Let me
"It's
tell you,
so well done."
when Mike died, I remember I had the day off from work, and I'm at home. My boss, she was a black lady. My boss called me, and she was like, "Have you seen the news?" And this was before nobody knew
Oh.
what was going on. I'm like, "I'm watching it right now."
Oh,
Jeez,
it's
yeah,
awful. I tell you,
yeah,
I actually went into mourning. I don't
yeah,
mind admitting it. I
yeah.
just went into mourning, and I had to have time off work and everything. I was working in the school at the time, and I just couldn't. Yeah,
Hmm.
and it's taken me a long time to get over
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Um, a long, long time. And then when you begin to see how things really were, I don't know, it just makes me feel angry, I think.
yeah,
Just makes
yeah.
me feel angry that he wasn't protected by, his brothers or any of his family apart from his mum, really.
Mhm.
And yeah, Edna, I was in such a bad way because of it. And my family as well. My kids adored Michael as well.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Random. What's random say? Random
yeah, I'm
says.
just going to click on that. And that is so sad about Michael. I sort of do believe the conspiracy theories that they took him, but because he owned a majority of
Of
the
the Sony
Sony
catalog.
catalogue.
Mhm.
Um, I don't really know what you mean. They took him.
They took him out. Basically, they killed him. Mhm.
Oh no, don't say that.
I don't think so. I think he had a lot
Oh,
of I think he had a lot of issues. 'Cause like just like when Prince had passed, like everybody thought that Prince was like clean and didn't have anything going on, but then found out later that he was addicted to like these painkillers and stuff, and that's what
yeah,
did him in. I think I think probably the same thing kind of happened to Michael.
yeah. I mean, I was never a huge Prince fan, I have to
Mhm.
say,
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
oh good, oh thank
Yeah.
goodness. Um, I just couldn't work him out. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I didn't know where he was coming from. I didn't like the fact that his videos were like almost soft porn with all these
yeah,
half naked women,
yeah.
and I just couldn't work the guy out. And I was also intrigued as to what his heritage was and why he was never open about it.
He was. He was. Like he
Was
was
he?
yes, he was unapologetically black. Like he had that movie Purple Rain where a white woman played his mother, but he came out. He was like, "No, my parents are black. I am black." And then towards later on in his life, he was just like unapologetically black. He gave to black causes. Like nobody knew. He gave to different black charities and he would
Oh.
always give anonymously, but he was unapologetically black and down for all the black causes.
Oh, wow, I didn't
Mhm.
know that. But then I
Mhm.
have to say as I said, I wasn't really interested in him,
Mhm.
but and I was surprised that he went because he went fairly soon after Michael, didn't he?
Mhm.
Which
Mhm.
was strange. Um, but I don't know, I just think that I don't know, there was a lot hidden about
Mhm.
Prince.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, do you know what his origins were? I mean, if he said both his parents were black,
Mhm.
he didn't look as if both his parents were black.
They were just light skinned black people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know from where? Do you know what is
Yeah. I don't know.
No, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I know he came from Minneapolis, but that's basically all I know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Uh-huh.
But
I didn't get into Prince until like kind of later on in life because you like you said like he was popular back what in the 80s 90s and stuff like that,
yeah,
and it was too sexual for me. It was
yes,
before my time.
yeah, well, it wasn't before my time, but I just didn't understand. I just didn't get I don't like all that. I don't like
Uh-huh.
blatant, um, women sort of have to be there semi-naked all the time.
Yeah,
No, no, you should be able to stand on your own work without that.
but
Um,
you know that Prince and Michael had like this big time rivalry.
yes,
Like they did not like each other. And they're always trying to one up each other.
yeah.
And but then I heard that when Michael died, that Prince felt like really bad. He went into a kind of a mourning because kind of like
Alright.
it was a rivalry, but it wasn't malicious, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think Prince believed that if it wasn't for Michael, then he would have been top dog.
Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
But I think having Michael there in his sort of arena was too much for Prince. So
Mhm.
he'd rather cut him off. But did you see I did see something where there was a show and I can't remember what it was. Michael was on the stage
It was the
and he
James
knew
Brown.
Prince was in the
It was
was in
James
the
Brown.
audience.
It was James
James
Brown, yes.
Brown, that's it. That's it. But wasn't Prince off his head or something?
Yes, he was like high drunk something and just made full of himself.
I know. And everyone was like, Michael did that on purpose. He
Yes.
knew that Prince was off his head. Oh, Lord, can you imagine? But I honestly don't believe that. I don't think Michael had a nasty
No,
bone in his body.
I think it was true because because somebody was breaking it down, and at one point Michael because James invited Michael on stage, he did his thing, the crowd went wild, and
Yeah.
Michael whispered in James's ear, like bring him up here, and James Brown didn't even know who Prince was at the time, so Michael did that on purpose.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. And he never forgave him for it, did he?
No, and I heard afterwards that Prince tried to run Michael over in the parking lot. He saw him in the parking lot. He was in his car, tried to run him over.
Oh, my God. That's awful.
And also, this is what I keep on remembering. Michael was also scared. He was afraid to write down lyrics to songs because he thought that Prince had put like a curse on him or a hex on him, and he felt like if he wrote the lyrics down, Prince would steal the lyrics. It was really weird. It was weird.
God. I wonder if they ever actually had a conversation.
I think they have. I think I've heard that they had, but it was still that rivalry there.
Oh my God. That's mad. So let's see what Random Fish says, because I can see that you're all, happy talking about MJ for a minute. Oh, I know MJ had addictions, but under the supervision of an anesthesiologist, well, that guy was self-serving too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, he was going to be doing his last show or something, or
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was when he died.
Mm-hmm.
My kids had booked tickets for it, and they were like, "Mum, aren't you going to come and see it?" And I was like, "No, no." There was something in me that, and they'd got the tickets, I think 2 years in advance or something like that. Yeah, his last tour, Random Fish. And yeah, as I say, both, my son and my daughter both got tickets, and they were like, "Mum, why aren't you, but why?" Because I've seen him 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So there was just something, Bridge, I just wasn't,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wasn't sure about, and God love him, he died,
Yeah.
and I can't watch that. I can't watch the last, they put up clips of that. Yeah, this is it. They put clips of that, and I still can't watch it. I really struggle to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
What's Random said? What I liked was Prince telling Beyonce to learn some instruments to improve her songwriting. It's funny because I don't think that Prince and Michael really needed to be rivals, because I think I don't know, I might just be talking out of my arse, but because of the way I thought, I just didn't compare the two. They were just
Right.
completely different.
Right. They were.
I mean, Prince apparently was very good with his instruments, wasn't he? Whereas
Mm-hmm.
Michael, his instrument was his voice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's like his rhythm and everything. I mean, they were just very different. They were both,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, they were both deeply talented, but I just saw more in Michael. I just didn't see that in
Yeah.
Prince.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's quite interesting. But I did see something after he died. Wasn't there like a kerfuffle with his sisters or something? Prince and yeah, they were a bit rough.
I vaguely remember that. Like I don't know as much about Prince as I do Michael, but yeah, I
Yeah.
vaguely remember that.
Yeah. So Random says, I think it was a rivalry based on respect, though.
Yeah, I agree.
They had different artistic goals. Yeah, I think so as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the media is going to paint it as something completely different anyway. They're going to want some sort of rivalry. But isn't it funny, talking about music, isn't it funny how there's some people that just aren't rivaled? It's like Stevie Wonder. Now, Stevie Wonder to me is a musical genius. Have you met him, Bridge?
Uh-uh. No, that's the one I haven't met.
I'd love to meet him. I think he's a musical genius, as is Quincy Jones. I think they
Mhm.
both are. And I
Yeah,
I
look,
believe
I told my dad, I said, I wish Quincy was my dad. He was like, I wish he was too. And then you'd have some money.
I love that. Oh my God. But I think, those people, Quincy Jones, Berry Gordy, and Stevie Wonder, and Ray Charles, all these black musicians had such a massive effect
Mhm.
on on music, on world
Yeah.
music. Bridge, you put on the radio today, you go to clubs today and they're still playing those
Mhm.
tunes,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
And what are they gonna be playing in 20 years' time?
Oh my goodness.
Because
I was talking to this young girl today and I was asking her like, like what type of music are you into? And so she told me about some got body that was playing at Coachella, which is a big festival out here. It was Ken somebody. I was like, okay, let me look him up. I looked him up and I was like, no, this is horrible.
I know. It's awful. I mean, over here, we've got, like, the radio stations that play, like, a lot of the older music.
Uh-huh.
And that's obviously what I listen to now. I can't listen to the ones that play
Yeah.
modern music because it's just awful.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Like,
It's
because I remember like riding in the car with my mom, and she would always put on like the oldie R&B station. And I hated it at the time, but now that's what I find myself listening to now because I can't stand the
yeah,
new stuff.
and Smokey Robinson. I
Hmm.
mean, he's been going for years and years and
Yeah,
years, and I
yeah.
mean, he was a performer, but he's quite a prolific songwriter as well.
Hmm.
And, I mean, Quincy Jones is the king.
Yeah,
He
he is.
is.
He
And
really
if it
is.
wasn't for Quincy Jones, I mean, I think Michael still would have been, the best. But with Quincy Jones, they just were head and shoulders above
Yep.
everybody else.
Yep.
And I love the way one of the best music videos I like to watch is We Are the World. And
Hmm.
it's because I like to watch the behind the scenes
Oh
ones
yeah.
where they show all the singers, and there were a couple of white guys on there that I don't know. I don't recognize them, and it's not that I don't listen to white guys. I do, but I just didn't recognize them.
Uh-huh.
But I love that video. Do you know
Hmm.
which one I mean,
Hmm.
Bridge?
Hmm. Hmm. I've
I
watched the
just
behind the scenes of that too. Yeah.
I just think it's brilliant. Oh, and I tell you who else I loved in that? Cyndi Lauper.
Oh gosh, her and her screaming in that video though.
I like it. I like it. That
But have you seen the scene where she comes up to the mic? She's like, wah, wah, wah. And then Michael is just looking at her like, shut up.
Ah. So what do you think of Diana Ross? I'm interested.
She's okay. I mean, I'm not really a big Diana Ross fan. I know she's a
Right.
diva and a legend and all that stuff like that, but she's okay to me.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. There's just something about her that
Yeah.
I don't know. I find quite unauthentic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, she's got an okay voice, but nothing special. But
Yeah.
I'm interested in the relationship she had with Michael.
Hmm.
And right, let me get this right. Diana Ross didn't she went out with Berry Gordy, didn't she?
Hmm. Yep.
Right. But they
Yep.
didn't have kids, did they?
I think they had one. I think so.
Oh, did they?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then Jermaine married one of Berry Gordy's daughters.
Did he? I don't. Everything. Their
Keep up with
life.
it. Come on, you
Their
listen.
life. Their lives
I
are like
thought
soap
you were up
operas.
on your music, girly. Don't let me show
But
you up.
But the thing about it is, with Michael's family, you had one brother marrying another brother's ex-wife. Like, they are a soap opera. Their personal lives are a soap opera.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Who? Tell
I,
me.
was it Randy? It was either Randy or Marlon that married one of Jermaine's ex-wives, or vice versa. I don't know. It's weird. And both of them had kids by her. So the kids are
No.
are half sibling, half cousins. It's weird.
Oh,
They're weird.
oh no.
Uh-huh.
Listen, that was the brother I was talking about. Marlon, right, is a
Uh-huh.
little bit older than Michael, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah,
And Randy was younger.
one of them.
So who,
Michael
when the
Fox.
Jackson 5 started, Randy wasn't in it, was he? That
Was
was
it
they,
I
they
think it was.
brought in Marlon, didn't they?
I think Marlon wasn't in it, and then they brought him in later. I think.
Yeah. So then you had the lineup with the two youngest, which was Michael and
Mhm.
Marlon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Randy never actually got in the group then.
No, Randy was in the group. Randy was in the group in the original Jackson 5.
No, he can't have been because Randy was younger. Okay. So or am I getting it wrong? So you had Tito, Jermaine. Come on, you meant to help me out here.
I'm looking it up because there
Tito,
was
Jermaine, Michael,
Jackie
Jackie. He's the
and Marlon
guitarist.
and
Oh,
Marlon.
Marlon. Okay,
I
so
think.
if Marlon was one of the older
Wait,
boys,
no. It says Marlon is a current member. I think it was Randy that was the. I don't know. I don't know. It's too many of them. They got
I
like
know,
Catherine had
right?
like 15 kids. I don't know.
No, I know. Right, hang on. What's this? Wasn't one of Berry? It was Berry Goldie. Goldie's daughter's also married to Marvin Gaye. I think so. Well, what about what happened to Marvin Gaye?
Mhm,
Oh my lord! You couldn't believe it, could you?
mhm.
Weird.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the dad was a problem. Did he get put away for that?
Who? Michael's dad? Joe?
No, no, Marvin's dad.
Oh, Marvin's dad? I mean, I think he may have offed
Marvin's
himself.
dad shot him, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So
I don't.
did he get put away for it or what?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought your dad was in the business so that you'd
But
know.
my look, my dad would know. I don't know. That's during his time. I don't know.
Listen, I don't often get the opportunity to talk about music, except for with my son. My son and I talk for hours about music.
Mhm.
We know, so much about it. And he knows all, the older stuff as well. Um, so
Oh, look,
someone's been on Google.
I'm looking at the gay situation, and it looks like he was sentenced because they have a picture of him September of '84, and he was sentenced for something.
He was an old man though, wasn't he, at the time, wasn't he? Because
Yeah,
Marvin Gaye must have been what, 40? Was
yeah.
he? He must have been in his early 40s. So his
Mm-hmm.
dad, I would have assumed, would have been in his 60s.
Yeah.
But yeah, weird and unbelievable. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. But yeah, so so I did remember them all. I
Jackie too.
forgot Jackie. That was the one.
Mhm.
So I still don't know where Randy has come in. I think Randy was younger than Michael, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But
Randy came in after.
they didn't seem to get on. And I think what's really sad is none of the brothers seemed to get on with Michael. And I just thought, you,
Jealousy.
yeah, yeah, I nearly called them like the B word. I remembered I'm on Twitter. I'm not allowed to, but yeah, awful. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's sit back and chill for a bit, shall we? Let's watch this. And I mean, if you've got anything you want to say, then
Mm-mm.
that's fine. So we had to change the room because that's how I roll. So this is the new room, and we're now going to add this to here. And we're on the bookcase on the left-hand side, Bridge, okay, in case
Okay.
you're wondering where we are. Right, so this is Monique Parent. She's fabulous. I think she's fabulous. What I like about her, as you can see, she comes on no makeup
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. So this one is Get Ready With Me. Now, she used to do these years ago, before she's now met a new man and married him and everything's fine. But when I used to and she lives in Hollywood, she lived in the hills or something, and
Mm-hmm.
when I used to watch her, she used to live in this tiny little place, and you could tell she wasn't having it easy. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but she used to do a lot of these, and this is what sort of, inspired me to do YouTube.
Time. So I'm going somewhere. So let's go out. I am going to see a friend's movie. People who made That's a Wrap and made Garden of Eden have done another horror film that I am not in. It is called Brute 1976. And they are asking for everyone to come in 1970s attire. And I'd originally put on like
Right, I don't want to say how old is she. I think she's in her late 50s now. I want to say, Monique, if you watch this and you're not, I apologize, darling. Really do apologize. But she's also, just before Christmas, she fell down some steps and broke both of her wrists.
Oh my gosh.
Both of them. So she
Wow.
doesn't do anything in halves.
Oh wow.
I know, insane. So, but she's obviously better now, but insane.
a little disco ball outfit, but it didn't really look that 70s. I honestly don't really have any 70s-ish stuff. 70s is not the attire that speaks to me. However, I do have a photograph somewhere of me wearing bobby socks with high heels in 1978. And so that is the basis for my look tonight. I'm going a little disco ball. Generally, you do a light blue eyeshadow for a 1970s look. I'm going to go for a light green eyeshadow. I just got some fun eyeshadows from Hard Candy. I don't know if you've seen Hard Candy.
Bridge, do you like makeup?
I don't, because I can't do it. I don't know how to do makeup.
How can you not know how to do it? There's loads of makeup artists on YouTube to help you.
When I first started watching YouTube back in the day, I went to those makeup channels and it was like kind of like Get Ready With Me, and they were teaching you how to put the stuff on, and I felt like I looked like an idiot when I was finished. I was done with it with all this eye stuff on. I was like, no, I cannot go outside like this.
Well, what were you doing wrong?
I don't know. Because you have to blend it and put the different colors. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
That's funny. Yeah, she does. She looks so different when she's put on the makeup. And the thing with Monique is she's a very hard-working actress. And she's never hit the big time. She's done lots of, smaller movies and TV and adverts and things like that, but she's never hit the big time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a shame, but hey, it's like with anyone, you try your hardest at your chosen profession, and some people make it and some people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, this grey hair idea. She decided, I think she started going grey quite early on, and she just decided she's going to go with it. And she's done a lot of videos talking about her hair and what she does with it. So yeah, check them out if you're interested.
Love Hard Candy. It's available at Walmart, and it's become a real favorite. And they sent me this palette, and this palette. So I'm going to go with the green in this palette, and we're going to create sort of a little disco vibe. Let's get to it. So let me do my sad before picture. Okay, there. Now we got that done. Hair is freshly washed. I'm going to throw some rollers in it, some hot rollers. Going to give it just a little flip back and a couple of tendrils, and then the rest is going to get piled up on my head, which is not much different from how I wear my hair every single day.
She seems to do like she does hundreds of auditions all the time. Yeah, so as I say, she's very hardworking. Yeah, she's gonna roll her hair. Yay! Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Random fish. I don't know if Bridget is, but she's stuck on the bookcase at the moment, so she's just gonna have to lump it.
Wow, I'm gonna see what the final product is.
Okay.
It's just, I'm still recovering from that horrible haircut. I've been cutting my own hair.
Yeah, what happened was she went to her hairdresser. I don't know if it's her usual hairdresser, and they gave her they really cut a lot of her hair off. And yeah, she was really upset about it. That's horrible, isn't it? Have you ever had that? Have you ever had that, Bridge, where you
Oh yeah. But I can just put some extra hair in there, so just go buy some more.
That's true. That's true. My son, my eldest boy, and his girlfriend were over the other week, and she's an African girl, and she has she had just had some more braids done. Oh, and they look so nice, and I was like, oh, I think I want some more braids. But they're so hard to maintain. That's the thing. I mean, people say, oh yeah, no, they're easy once you've got them in. They're not, because they run out really quickly. They frizz up and just look a mess really quickly, and then you've got all the hassle of having them all taken out again. So I don't know whether I'm going to bother or not. But she said, oh, come to the place I go to. So we'll see.
Every few weeks, when it's wet from the shower, I see where it's all scraggly on the bottom, and I just sort of even it up. And
that's another thing about her. She's got no airs or graces. That's what I like about her.
I realize it's kind of shapeless and not really a hairdo right now, but after that last debacle, I'm just not ready to go back and do it. Okay, let's get a little.
It's a shame because her hair is really thinning out now, but she's just so good at making the most of what she's got, and I like that.
I had microbladed my eyebrows several years ago, and they have faded in a red, unnatural.
Yeah, you can see, can't you? Oh, bless her. Right, let's see what we put. Braids. Yes, they are expensive. I know, Edna. I mean, Bridge. No, it is Edna. All right, okay. You need a strong face and well-shaped head to have short hair. Yeah. I'm struggling with my mouth.
Look, with my silver hair. So I take the
right. Let's move on from here until she actually starts doing her makeup.
They don't quite match the green that I'm wearing, but I'll be fine with that.
Cool. What I also like with her is she doesn't do a lot of what's the word? Contouring. I mean, she does use a bit of blush. She's got blush on here, but she's not all contoured out. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So she still ends up sort of looking like her, I think. And the other funny thing is she's as blind as a bat. So, which she'll tell you about. So I don't know how she gets to do her makeup, because she's always saying how blind she is.
Not really any fallout on this. I'm liking it.
That's quite a striking color, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's why I say I could never do
I'm
this.
gonna go almost up.
It's okay. Maybe you didn't get the right brushes, Bridge.
Probably not.
The eyebrow with that.
I think you also have to have a lot of patience
Mm-hmm.
because if you watch, they go over and over really, the same bit. So I think
Right.
what I'm going to do actually is speed this up because otherwise we'll be here all night. So let's speed this up a bit. Shall we put it on to 1.5 and then we'll slow it down in pieces, in bits.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I am getting warm. Oh, that's just because I'm doing this. Now there is a lighter, frostier color in here. I'm going to take a little of that. I'm going to go right up under here. Oh yeah, that's groovy. Doesn't that like make my face look all bright red?
You should notice the way her eyes change. Now, if you look here, she hasn't got long eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'll just carry on playing it because the change is like just the way she makes her eyes look is incredible.
I'll figure out something inside there. Yeah. Okay, let's get some foundation on. Now that we know that that's, isn't that a scary look? Let's get some foundation on.
Oh, she is putting
Yeah,
foundation.
it's really way too yellow for my skin. This is more of my summertime foundation.
That looks a bit dark, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, she said it was her summertime stuff.
I think makeup is amazing. I love makeup. I just think it's amazing. I think it's a form of art. I really do.
Very yellow. Oh well. And for those who don't know,
that is really yellow.
broke both of my.
It is, isn't it? If you look at her arms or even like the rest of her body there, yeah, it is. But what I also like about Monique is she doesn't do things the way everybody else does it. She just does it her own way and be damned. Hang on, let me see. Mustn't forget we're doing live. I want to see what she's going to do with the eyebrows. Yeah. Yeah, her what's that? Her foundation is clashing with her hair almost. Yeah, I know. Oh,
my arms a few months ago. So if some of my movements seem a little awkward, they are.
Yeah, if you look there, you can see the scar there. She really in her arm. One of them has got a pin in it. Awful. That was just tripping. That was tripping up some stairs, not going down. Can you believe that? It's the sort of thing I would do.
Yeah, far too yellow foundation for me to use right now. I'm going to have to warm up the rest of me. Oh well.
That does look very yellow.
Let's just keep going.
Okay, should we move up a bit? Okay, go to there.
This is from NARS. It is a color corrector in light. It's a very orangey, which counters the purpley blue around the eye for those of us who have that tone. I have a new movie out on Apple TV or Prime or Vudu. It is called Girl in the Palms, and it is a lovely, heartwarming story of a young girl who is traveling and feeling a little lost and looking to find herself. And near the end of the movie, she reconnects with her mother, and that would be me. So, if you feel like seeing it, not a horror movie, it's a happy movie.
Yeah, she's done quite a few horror movies. She's also done some sort of, well, I was going to say naughty movies, but not that naughty. But, you know, where she's naked. And I'm like, oh, my God, how can you do that? But she's very sort of blasé about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, God, I could never do that.
It's a contour going. Not that they did that in the 70s, but we do now.
That's an unusual way to do it. I've got to say, I've never seen anyone do it like that ever. Normally, yeah, no, I just haven't. But hey, I'm sure she'll get the effect she wants. Oh, wow. So that is a form of contouring. I've never seen her do that before. That's something new. Right, so now she's just touching up all the bits and yeah, okay, so she's going in with like the blusher and that now. So she's done that little bit of contouring.
NARS Orgasm Blush Set. I love this set because it's got these orangey reds, and those are a particular favorite color of mine.
NARS is very good. My daughters and my granddaughter are very into their makeup as well, my granddaughters, and we're always having these great discussions on makeup. Sorry. Sorry. Can't help it. NARS is a very good brand. And I'm quite lucky because my kids buy me, you know, branded makeup for my birthday and for Christmas and that. So yeah, I am a little bit spoiled, but we can still see the difference in the colors here, can't we? There's quite a significant difference there. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what she does about that. Bridge, I expect to see your face fully made up on your next video.
Yeah, okay. Keep expecting.
I tell you though, I used to play with makeup all the time after watching her. She just, I don't know, there's just something about her that I just find inspiring.
Let's get some eyebrows on. So it's
eyebrows.
so grungy. It does look a little oompa loompy. Yikes. Oh well. Sometimes you make poor choices. Not the first time, not going to be the last. Currently, my favorite eyebrow color is this soft light in my Naturally Pretty eyeshadow palette.
Aussie 3-Minute Miracle, the UK's #1 conditioning treatment. Have you tried it yet?
No, can't say I have. Green is tough. Not sure if I've ever worn green before. Yeah, you like NARS, do you, random fish?
I think I used a little too much purple shampoo today. That might be contributing. I think my hair is a little on the lavender side because I was originally planning on wearing something else. It was very silver. Sisters, not twins. Okay, I'm going to definitely do a darker liner around the eyes than I probably would have done in 1977. The Hard Candy Girl Scout Cookie Glaze looks like a really fun color, but not today. I'm also excited that they sent a volumizing mascara in dark chocolate. I have not had a brown mascara in ages, so looking forward to trying that. However, I want sort of like a light orangey red for my lipstick. And this is Hard Candy, and that might be perfect. This is a Wednesday in Little Viper. It might be too red. Let's take a look. Looks like an orangey red.
Green with red lips would look nice. It's bleeding now on the top. That's it. So you didn't know I like makeup, did you, Bridge? And there's me being so ugly. You'd think, oh, why bother, Jan? No, I do love makeup. And you know what's nice? Two of my, actually three, of my grandkids are now into makeup, and it's just heaven. I just go up to their bedrooms when I get there, and we rummage through all their makeup, and yeah, have a grand
I think that stuff is passed down, because like my mom, she didn't do makeup either. She just did the basics. So that's what I do, just the basics.
Yeah. It's funny though, because I never used to wear it a lot when my kids were growing up, but I've sort of got more into it as I've got older, probably because it just makes me look a bit better. But I don't wear it an awful lot now. I used to always have lipstick on, but I don't a great deal now. But I think if I was putting my face on screen, I would be using my makeup, because yeah, no one wants to see this without makeup. Really don't.
That's looking clown-like so far, isn't it? Yay.
Right, Random says she didn't use any primer or foundation on her lips before. Might have helped with the bleeding. Yeah. Do you think so? Yeah, quite possibly. Okay. I'm glad somebody else likes makeup, Random Fish.
Might as well keep that out, won't I, Chris? Now I want, this is a Thrive Cosmetics, and it's Anna, and
what I like about her as well is she doesn't bother with like the nudes. Like I used to watch a lot of other MUAs, and they'd always go for a nude, and I was like, no, add a bit of color to your lips. And that's what I like about her. She'll go like bright red. That's a nice color.
kind of like that, but it needs that super gooey, shimmery stuff. And I have this orange synthetic, which sounds perfect. Is this Dior? I don't remember. This is an old one, but I can put it in this and go.
That's nice. That's lovely.
That says 70s to me. We definitely have to get some shimmer on the cheeks. We need to get a bunch of highlighter in these cheeks. Before we start on the eyes, let's get these curlers in the hair before they melt right off there.
Right, shall we skip on a bit? There we go.
It's toasty on my noggin. Okay, so the rest of this doesn't really matter because it's all going to just be going up, but I want to have some curls on the tips. So I'm going to just some random curls.
She used to really do some wacky Get Ready With Me's where she loves to wear wigs, and sometimes she'd have like a bright red wig or a bright green or whatever. And yeah, it was brilliant. If you like it, especially you random fish, check her out. Check out Monique Parent. I'll definitely link her channel.
This is fun. I haven't gotten together with you in a long time. Like, I forgot. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, I love this lip. I'm absolutely obsessed with this lip.
Nice.
Howard will not be able to kiss me all night because it is goopy as heck. Go under or up, it doesn't matter. There. Sounds like Howard's ready. I hear cowboy boots upstairs.
You can see the scar there on her other wrist as well. It's a terrible fall, you know. How can you break 2 wrists in one fall?
Okay, let's get some. Yeah, nobody was tight lining in the 70s, but I don't care.
Yeah, she always does like the inside of her eyes.
I can't see how to do that, especially on the top.
Welcome to our house. I'm Aaron, and this is Lawrence. This is my beautiful.
What do you mean you can't see how to do that?
Like to line it on the top lid. Like back in the day, I used to line the bottom lid, but not the top one.
Yeah, she does both. It looks like she's put green on as well. It's dark green. But I don't know how she does it because she says that she's got such bad eyesight.
She might have one of those magnified mirrors.
Yeah, she does. Or she used to have, because that used to always make me laugh because she used to have to switch it over and say, right, I'm going in. And she'd have the massive mirror there.
Hang on for a minute because you're going to need to do bottom. A little tear here. Oh!
See how her eyes are coming alive though. That's Howard upstairs. That's her man.
Just this lightest orange right on the apples. Yep. Can you stay up, please? Stay up there. Thank you. Pull at it. It's got a little random eyelash sticking out. That'll make it look natural, right?
Have you tried those, Bridge?
What, the false lashes?
Yeah. The singular ones.
I don't do any of that. I'll just put on a pound of mascara. They have my own eyelashes be all long.
Random Fish says, I think if you do tight eyeliner on the top, you have to sit on the floor really close to your bedroom mirror. Yeah. But I have the same problem with her. Without my glasses, I can't see. So I couldn't do any sort of... I could probably just about do the eyeliner, but yeah, no, I don't bother now. I think because I wear glasses, I think I don't need to bother doing my eyes, really. How does she do it so far away? I don't know. Because she's got the big mirror, I think, Random Fish.
Yep, it's enough. That'll give me enough. Nope. Stay there. Stay there, stay. I can work you. Stay there. Good enough.
It looks good just like that.
It does, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Just amazing. I just think she's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks 1970s enough. I think I'm just going to go with that. I'm not even going to put it up.
There you go.
I think it's done. Stop a Bird in Flight, KMS Hairspray. Stiff as a bird, not going anywhere. Yeah, it's too much hairspray. If it feels like hair, it's not going to hold. Just enough to cover that seam. And let's get under the eyes. Do we need a little glitter under the eyes? I think we might. I think we might try a little bit of glitter under the eyes. Oh, this is dangerous.
Goes with her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Silver.
Okay. Get some under eye mascara.
She looks lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is our 1970s disco look. With not really authentic attire or anything. It's just a vibe. It's just a vibe. And then we're going to take a little tiny bit of NARS in Golden Eye. This is their specifically formulated under eye concealer, and I'm in love with it. Not the hair streaming from it, though.
So was this for an audition? I can't remember what she said. I think it probably was.
I thought she said she was going to a party or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I've got such a bad memory.
Let's go disco.
Go disco.
Let's go see a horror movie in 1970s approximation attire and look. And thank you for watching. I had a blast. I love you bunches. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And let's do this again soon, okay?
She looks really pretty.
She does, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. She is pretty, isn't she, Barley? I know. So check her out, guys. I mean, I used to watch her many moons ago when she was like, struggling a bit and lived in this one-bedroom place, and I knew she wasn't happy there. And but I continued to follow her, and I just like her. There's something quite earthy about her. That so I remember mentioning to DC once that I liked Monique Parent, and she was like, "Oh no," and I thought, "Oh yeah, well, I think that's why you don't like her." Because I think I'm right in saying they're the same age, so I think Monique's probably about 56, something like that. And and I always remember DC was like so that, oh no, I like real women and and I, do you know what? You have bloody clue. Can you imagine? I can't imagine being so sort of hateful towards other people because you perceive them to be prettier than you. That's not me at all. Beauty is beauty. And if you see something beautiful about something, then I'll always say something.
Right.
So, hi, I didn't see you come in. Hey, nice to see you. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up now. That was quite relaxing, wasn't it? Just to sit and chat. I'll let you go and cause havoc on, on Twitter again.
Like I have look, you saw I have people screenshotting and featuring my tweets. I didn't even know. Okay.
Oh, it's just insane in those Twitter streets, honestly. It's like, really? And I've got like, I keep seeing clips of hussies slagging me off and calling me this, calling me that. Apparently today he was calling me a prostitute, and it's like, just go away, man.
Mm,
You
mhm.
know, it's just insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I
Evan
hope you
had to time him
enjoyed.
out earlier.
Did he come
I said,
in?
yes.
Oh, I must have him blocked. I didn't see him.
No, he said some crap to me that got held in review, and
Oh.
then he got timed out.
Oh God, it just makes me laugh how he thinks that he's just so well, he is just so self-important, and
Mhm,
really he's not important at all. You know,
mhm.
I couldn't give a monkey's what he thinks of me or anything, you know.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy in my little world. So anyway, once again, guys, thanks so much, Bridge, for coming in. It was nice
Thank
just to
you.
chill for a bit, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
good.
definitely.
So I'll see you on those Twitter streets, and I'll see everybody else on Drama Friday. I hope you come along. I'm sure we've got plenty of drama to be doing. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
So you take care of yourselves out there, because trust me, it's a rotten old world. And thank you so much for coming in. So until the next time, bye bye for now.